Hello, everyone. I'm Isabella, the Business Development Manager of BHE Uni, and today we will have with us Sonika Meharia, the Regional Manager for South Asia from London South Bank University. Thank you so much, Sonika, for joining us today and helping our students understand better how the admission process for LSBU works.
Hi, good morning, good afternoon, everyone, from wherever you are joining in. My name is Sonika Meharia, and thank you, Isabella, for the introduction. I'm the Regional Recruitment Manager for South Asia for London South Bank University. I'm really excited and looking forward to speak to everyone out here.
Thank you so much, Sonika. So, going ahead, we have a presentation that Sonika prepared for our students uh, that would help them learn more about London South Bank and how they can apply to study at such an amazing university in the UK.
Right. Thank you, Isabella, for sharing the deck. So, all of you know me now, right? And welcome everyone to today's virtual open day in collaboration with Boost Higher Education. So, in the coming up slides, I'm going to share something more about London South Bank University. To begin with the name itself, you know that we are a university which is based in London, right? So, just to start the session, and to give you the London vibes, and to quote the famous poet, Dr. Johnson, right? When a man is tired of London, he's tired of life. So you can see the vibrant city with all some of its iconic pictures, and that is just to give you a vision of how London life is going to be, for you when you come down to study here with London South Bank University. Now, talking about the 5 reasons why you should look at London South Bank University. So, let me begin today's session by sharing the mission of the university. So, our mission is to transform lives, businesses, and communities through applied education and insights, right? So, if we come down to our USPs, why you should come down to study at London South Bank University. So, from the first reason and from the name itself, you know that we are a university which is located in central London. We are London's oldest public university. So, as a university, we were founded in the year 1892, and when we received our Royal Charter in the year 1992. We are based in Zone 1 in the borough of Southwark, in the South Bank of River Thames, and we are one campus university. This is something which is very, very important and very unique about London South Bank University. So, if you go around London and look for on campus university, you might not find many options out there because most of the universities in central London have their campuses all over. So, in central London, in Zone 1, we are the university with one campus. Now, coming down to the next point, the employability and enterprise, right? So, this is something which is very, very unique about London South Bank University, right? So, to quote some of the stats, our 72% of students are in job within 15 months of graduating. Our median graduate salary is £26,400, right? Which is among the highest among London modern universities, right? So, talking about some of the employability, our student enterprise, our students union, and the LSBU career hubs are all there to help and support students in finding the right kind of job upon graduation. Our student union runs the Entrepreneurial Society. Our LSBU employment is LSBU's own professional temporary recruitment services, linking students and recent graduates with top UK employers. Our career hub is there to help students develop the skills, the experience, and connections to gain graduate level employment after completion of their studies, right? So the hub offers something like, they offer workshops, they offer one-to-one appointments. They also help students with the career fair and how to manage temporary vacancy services. They also help students to develop or write about their LinkedIn services. Coming down to our student enterprise, this is our employability hub, and also startup entrepreneurial activity ideas, right? So this winning center, which is the Clarence Center for Enterprise and Innovation at LSBU, is home to a variety of startups and local businesses. So the students which have you know an enterprising idea or have some innovation or start a business idea can be helped by London South Bank University. Recently, I'm also very proud to share that LSBU has recently launched its innovation center at Croydon's campus. The School of Engineering at LSBU has opened its new innovation center in Croydon to boost collaboration with industry, academia, and local community. So you can see that as a university, we have been investing so much when it comes down to the employability and enterprise. And also, if you go through the portfolio of our courses, you will find most of our courses having the placement year. So the placement year, or sometimes it's called the sandwich year for all our undergrad programs. So this makes the career outcome or the outcome post education very, very high, because students have got hands-on experience, they have understood the job market of UK, right? So they are likely to be more employable by the potential employer upon graduating. Now, moving on to our next USP is the accommodation. So, as a university, we have our own halls of accommodation. So, in the upcoming slides, a few minutes from now, I'll be sharing some of the pictures of our accommodation. So, we have our own halls of accommodation which are at walking distance from the students' place of study, and they are based on the campus. They are very safe environment for students to study, to live together with their peers and collaborate. They're very affordable spaces as well. Now, moving on to our next point, which is the award winning student support. This award winning student support, which is based at our Student Life Center, we have invested so much to bring some of the latest state of art facilities for our student, right? It houses some, our library, the grad cafe, and some of the socializing spaces. We also have student union to support students. So students are well supported within, by LSBU. So this is something that we are very proud to share with our students. Last but not the least is about our scholarships and fee discounts. So it was 2 weeks back when we recently launched our international scholarship, and it's so attractive, and which brings down the payable tuition fees to such a low amount, which should be very affordable by students, right? So in my upcoming slides, I'm also going to talk about the scholarships and discounts. Apart from the international scholarship, we also have merit scholarship for undergrad students. Right. So now let's move on to how is the teaching pedagogy at LSBU. Our teaching is based on industry needs and society challenges. Students will get opportunity to learn with industry leaders who have worked in their chosen profession and apply a real world context to the teaching. So you can see it's a very, hands-on based education environment, and teaching pedagogy is so interactive, and it's based on real case studies and real experiences. So the students' outcome are very appealing to employers once they graduate. We are also very proud to share that LSBU has been ranked fourth in UK for graduate prospects. LSBU is in the top 10 for starting salaries as well. So these are certain things that I would like to share with you all, just to let you know, give you some insights, right? So on this slide, all of you can see our main campus, which is the Southwark campus. It's triangular. It's just around 15 to 20 minutes walking distance from the south of River Thames, right? So when you arrive at the campus, you can see a huge campus with all its different modern buildings, which has all its facilities based for students. So students have that vibe of studying on one campus in central London, and that's with London South Bank University. Right. Here you can have a vision of where we are, right? So you can see the small triangle on the south side of River Thames, and you can see our campus, right? So if you can see those circles, these are some of the iconic places of London. You can see the Shard Tower, the London Bridge, the London Tower, the Big Ben. All these places are comfortably at walking distance from our campus. So this is just to give you a picture of where we are located. Right. So now let's talk about what are the courses, what are the different schools that we have at the university, right? So we have seven schools: the School of Applied Sciences, the School of Arts and Creative Industries, the School of Built Environment and Architecture, London South Bank University Business School, the School of Engineering, the Institute of Health and Social Care, the School of Law and Social Sciences. Now let's deep dive into each of the school. So coming down to the School of Applied Sciences, it offers courses in the subject streams of psychology, sports sciences, food, bakery and nutrition, and biological sciences. So coming down to each of the program or the subject within the course, you can see that they have been very highly ranked. And at the bottom of the screen, you can see some of the professional accreditations within the school, right? For example, the School of Psychology has been registered with the BPS society, so students get opportunity to work with the real with real people, because they are already pre-registered on the program. So the School of Sports Sciences, the School of Food Bakery. I'm also very happy to share that the National Bakery School of with London South Bank University is the world's oldest bakery school, and our biological sciences courses have been ranked so high, right? So I'll request all the students out here, if you have some time, please do take your time and go on our website to look at the portfolio of the courses within each subject stream that we can offer to. Now let's move on to our keyword center. So on the left hand side of the screen, you can see our swanky new building of the keyword center, right? So this School of Built Environment and Architecture offers courses in architecture, in construction, in civil engineering, in planning and surveying, in property and in real estate. Some of the USP of the school is that we have such amazing facilities for students. We have the digital architecture and robotics lab, we have the strength materials lab, we have material testing labs, we have virtual engineering lab, we have thermodynamics lab, we have anechoic and reverberation chambers, and we constantly have invested so much to build these facilities, which are the state of art with the latest industry standard softwares for our students. Right. Now let's move on to the School of Art and Creative. Here we offer courses across the subject areas of drama and performance, drama and applied theater, fashion, film and photography, journalism, creative advertising and marketing, game design and development, music and sound. I'm very happy to share with you that we have very good facilities. We have invested so much in giving these facilities to our students. Our students have an access to the Elephant Studio. It's a film studio, sound stage, photography studio. It has editing suites and sound studios as well. We also have this Edric Theatre. It's a huge auditorium with studio theatre and rehearsal studio. So these facilities within the school really gives an opportunity to students to to have some of the best experiences. Right. Now let's talk about the London Business School. So you can see the beautiful entrance of the London Business School. Here we offer courses under each and every aspect of management, whether it's accounting, finance, business, marketing, HR, and all the courses within the school have been so highly acclaimed and been highly ranked for. Most of the courses within the school have an optional placement year for the master student, and also all our undergrad courses have a sandwich year. That's the year for placement. So this placements gives students an hands-on experience of understanding the job market of UK, and how they could actually launch themselves, finding some of the best jobs for themselves, and also give them an opportunity to network with some of the potential employers. Now at the bottom of the screen, you can see professional accreditations, and these professional accreditations along with the course gives such a added advantage to the student when they look for professional outcomes as well. Now let's move on to the School of Engineering. The School of Engineering, we have courses under the subject stream of chemical and petroleum. We have computer sciences and informatics. We have computer engineering. We have electrical and electronic engineering. We have mechanical engineering, and we have product design as well. So students coming on to this program have access to our model making workshop, the fabrication center, and huge laboratory spaces. Now let's come down to our Institute of Health and Social Care. Here we have courses under the subject area of chiropractors, midwifery, nursing, occupational therapy, operating and department services, physiotherapy, social care, and sports rehabilitation. We have been linked with lots of teaching hospitals in London. We are working very closely with NHS, and students get opportunity to work with them. And all the courses within the school have professional accreditations or have a pre-registration as well as post-registration status, so students can actually start working with the real people within the program. Right. Now let's come down to our School of Law and Social Sciences. Here we offer courses under law, under social sciences, urban environment, and leisure studies. Right. So here, everyone, I'm talking about the subject streams. Right. For more information to know about our courses that we offer both at undergrad, at masters, and at research level, I would like you to browse through our website, look at all the information, because you'll find good number of information that you are looking for, right? So that will give you a very good insight, right? So now let's talk about the fees, the scholarships, and the entry requirements, right? So first, very important thing is that let's be very mindful. Students who are interested to make an application to us, who would like to come down and study with us for the academic year September 2024, these are the key dates that you have to be mindful of, right? So for the application guidance, we have our partners, the Boost Higher Education, who can help you with the application process, right? So you can reach out to them, reach out the academic counselor who can help you with the courses and can help you to make an application to us. Our last application deadline is 5th of July. The deadline to meet conditions is 26th of July. Deadline for receipt of deposit is 9th of August, and our cast deadline is 23rd August 2024, right? So students who are ready with all the documents, I would urge them, without spending much time onto it, please go ahead and submit your application at the earliest possible. Right. So now let's talk about, if you remember, I have told you that we have very attractive scholarships, right? So for undergrad students, we have merit scholarship, right? So to understand how much of merit scholarship you're eligible for, please understand, if your grades in the 12th standard or A levels or higher secondary school in whichever country you are, if the percentage or your CGPA meets the merit scholarship requirement. If it is, yes, you will be qualified to be awarded £2,000 each academic year of your studies. So if you're an undergraduate student, most of our courses are for 3 years or plus one sandwich year, right? So you will get the scholarship, the merit scholarship award for each academic year, which is £2,000 plus £2,000 plus £2,000, because the 3 years are the years of academic. The sandwich year is the year when you start working for an employer and you start drawing a salary. So that's the year when you won't be awarded the scholarship, but you will be awarded the scholarship for the academic year that you're studying and paying the tuition fees, right? So that's the merit scholarship, which is in total £6,000. For students who are not eligible to get the merit scholarship, you again will be awarded the international scholarship. The above criteria is that if you have made an application to us and have received the unconditional offer letter, you will be awarded the international scholarship. So on my screen, you can see different grades of tuition fees with the eligible international scholarships that you will be qualified for. For more information, please reach out our partners, Boost Higher Education. The counselors there, they are very well informed about our scholarships and international scholarships. They will be able to help you further on this, right? So coming down to our postgraduate program, we have courses with the tuition fees. You can see on my screen with three different slabs, and the students coming onto the program who have received unconditional offer from us will be eligible to get the international scholarship, provided you decide to accept the offer within 4 weeks of offer being issued. The step to accept the offer is, you have to go and accept the offer by clicking on the accept offer button, and you have to make a deposit of £2,000 to begin the precast process, right? The precast process is the process wherein we verify your preparedness to come and apply for student visa to study with us, right? So as an international student, you will need your tier 4 student visa to arrive in UK, right? And for that you need a caste statement as a welcome letter to come and study with us, right? So during the precast process, we evaluate your readiness, if academically you are well prepared, if your finances are in place, if we are happy with that. And of course, you have to go through one credibility interview with us. If we are happy with all the three criteria, we are ready to issue the CAS. Once you have received the CAS, you can again approach your agent or our partner who can help and guide you with each and every step on how to apply for your student visas before you can come down at the university to enroll with us, right? So now let's move on to our next very important slide, which is accommodation. Now, as a student, of course, you want to have the best student experience and you want to have the best student outcome, right? So at LSBU, we have our own halls of accommodation. We have four halls of accommodation on our campus: the Dante Road, the David Boomberg, the McLaren House, and the New Kent Road accommodation. These accommodations are very economical student accommodation. It's based on our campus, and so therefore you are just 2 to 10 minutes walking distance from your campus to the place of your study. the there are different kinds of room options available. You have single room, you have ensuite room, you have premium rooms available, and the tariffs are very very affordable, right? You can see that it's 135 to 222 per week. So the renting accommodation guidelines are will be there with you once you have received the offer letter with us. Once you are ready, you have received the offer, you can apply for accommodations or start inquiring about it. These are available for all our students. Just to give you pictures of how our accommodation facilities look like, you can see some of the shared kitchen spaces, the student private room, and some of the common spaces wherein the students can actually socialize and can work together. Right. So that's all from me. I hope you all have got a decent insight on what London South Bank University is all about, why you should look to invest in London South Bank University, what are the different courses. So I'm sure you all have a good overview of what we can offer to you. And if you are convinced, if you have made up your mind to apply down to us, or you're still in the process of understanding what we can offer, please go onto our website. Our partner Boost Higher Education counselors are there, academic counselors are there. They are there to help and guide you. Thank you. That's all from my side. And over to you, Isabella, now.
Thank you so much, Sonika. It was a really great presentation. You have given to the students so much information about the schools LSBU has, the accommodation process, and the scholarships. So as you can see, there are a lot of scholarships available for the students, which make the fee quite affordable, which is really great. So going ahead, we have a few questions that I would like to ask you. Some of the most common questions we receive from our students. So, uh, could you tell us, beside doing this amazing presentation, like which are the main points for which the student should choose LSBU and not other university in London?
Right, Isabella. I think most of the universities have lots of things in common, but there is something which makes us different. We can never discount the fact that we are a London based university. So that city itself has been remarkably ranked very high as one of the best city for student experiences. So we are based in central London. That brings lots of part-time job opportunities, that brings lots of full-time job opportunities about after graduating from us. So the London factor can never be discounted, and having one campus experience in central London with a university wherein all the courses are so well prepared, which meets up the industry standards, have placement years, and the graduate outcomes are so high. The courses are built in association with the professional accreditation bodies, right? So the graduate outcomes are very high. These are some things which should be on top of students' mind, right? What should be my career outcome? What should be my employment outcome? What should be my experience as a student, while I arrive, and finally when I complete my graduation. information, right? So I have spoken in just about our facilities, our campus, everything, with
Definitely.
so much of amount, or so much of millions of pounds we have invested in building some of the state of art facilities for our students. I think these are some of the very deciding factors for students to choose us among other universities, right? So I hope that
Yeah,
answers the question.
definitely. So, we noticed that you mentioned about the scholarships and the merit scholarship, which is amazing for the students who have good grades in their secondary schools. But what about the English language requirements?
Right. So, we do have an English language requirement. So, what student needs to understand that this English requirement is for the academic purpose, right? So, whatever, even your spoken English could be very good. Even your academic studies, from your home country, even if it's in English, this is something which is needed for the academic purpose, right? So, for most of the countries, yes, we have an English language requirement. We accept couple of English language tests, which are IELTS, TOEFL, Pearson Test of English, Language Cert, OIATC. So there are a couple of tests. So whichever examination that you are comfortable with, I will urge students to take the application. And even this is an added advantage for students, right? So once the students have done some kind of practice, when they are doing their final thesis or the dissertation, the academic English that they have practiced while taking this test always helps and facilitates the student, right? And even when the student is looking for part-time job, or if they are looking for the graduate route, the post-study work visa, the scores are always handy, right? So they're always an added advantage for students to take up the examination rather than shying away from the examinations.
Definitely. Thank you so much. So, what about the study gap? How many years is acceptable? We have many students who maybe took a year for work and now they decided they want to do a master's degree, or they have finished high school and they want to do a bachelor's.
Right. So, to answer the question, yes, we do not have a specified years to be told that this is what is acceptable. We are a bit subjective on this area because we would like students to make an application to us, and we will be making a decision based on case to case basis. So now here the important thing is that for undergrad students, most of the students, even if they have a gap that is towards taking up some of the entrance examinations or applying to some universities wherein they finally couldn't end up with. These are some of the reasons, or they started studying at a university, or a university in the home country, but still they are not happy. They would like to switch on, coming down to us, right? So they could be like two, three reasons generally that we have seen, or someone in the family is not keeping well. And this mainly goes with the undergrad students, right? So we have not seen gaps coming in more than 2 to 3 years, right? So students who have gaps of 2 to 3 years, or maybe 1 or 2 more years, if you can give us a substantial reason, why this gap year was there, we are happy to process the application. I can say this on behalf of my admissions team, right? So do send an application if you think that yes, you are a genuine student, you have that inclination to study, and you meet the entry requirements of the program. Make an application. For postgrad students, mainly the student could be immature because he or she must be having credential work or experiences, right? This is good for us till the student is credible, till the student is looking for a program that is towards the progression and has something to take away from the program. We are happy to process the student's application.
That's great to know. Thank you so much. So, what support is available for the students?
Right. So, to answer the question, I think I have covered some on the slides as well. But just to
Yes,
summarize what I have spoken on the slides, as soon as the student arrives at the university, right from the welcome week, the meet and greet, we have one-to-one student ambassadors to make them feel comfortable. There's so much things happening at the university, right? So, talking about the course, the student have the tutor to help and support. Um, uh, Coming down to the university, we have the student life center, which houses the student union. The student can join something which is of interest to them. Students can join so many other facilities. The student life center has so many facilities, which includes the career hub, the sporting facilities. There are lots within the university that the student can experience. If the
great. So
student
the
has some
students,
challenges, case, sorry, the student have some challenges with the health, being, and things, they can join the societies, and they are there to help and support students.
That's great. And also you mentioned about an employability service. So the students can get help in getting their CVs done and getting a job maybe.
Right, right, Isabella. Thank you for adding on to that point. The Career Hub is fantastic. They help students with part-time recruitment. They also have lots of this career fairs and job shops and things. They just do those little bit things, and which are very important for students to find or crack their first jobs, right? So all those facilities are there for students. It's the student, once they arrive, they have to feel comfortable to approach these bodies, and they're all there to help and support the students.
That's great to know. So what is the employability rate for the students after finishing LSBU?
Okay, so I was just looking at the stats. It did say like 72% of our students find jobs within 15 months of graduating, and our median salary is good. And that's the reason why we have been ranked so high, for our graduate employability outcomes.
That's really great to know. So the students have big chances of getting a job in the UK after finishing a course at London South Bank University.
To be precise, yes, they have a very high likeness to find a job. And to add on, the graduate route visa, which is still there, also gives an added advantage to students to look out for jobs once the student visa gets expired.
That's great. So which is the cash deposit the students will have to pay?
Okay, so we are asking for cash deposits of 50% of the payable tuition fee. So here, student needs to know that they have already deposited £2,000 to accept the offer and begin the precast process. Right. Once the precast process is successful, we would like students to pay 50% of the tuition fee, and that's the amount towards the enrollment or towards the first semester of the tuition fees as well. So it's 50%
Oh,
of the
that's great.
amount.
And when
Yeah.
they need to pay the rest of the tuition fee?
the, the rest of the amount could be paid, like, the student, if they want, we do have payment plans as well, but that has to be paid like somewhere in the second and the third semester.
Okay, that's great to know. And how many intakes are available for the students to apply to study at London South Bank
Right.
University?
So, our main intake is the September intake, wherein all our courses are running. Jan intake is likely a smaller intake, so that the students, of course, they have to reach out to you guys to know about the Jan courses running. Right. We get to know much later when the courses that are running for the Jan intake, but mostly some of our management courses, some of our civil courses are available for the Jan intake. But if someone is looking for the Jan intake, please feel free to reach out to us so that we can share the course list, most likely somewhere in the month of August, September, wherein we get to know what are our availabilities for the Jan intake. So, to answer the question for master's undergrad, we have two intakes. September is the main intake, and Jan is a smaller intake. For our research courses, it's around the year. So, once you're ready with this research proposal, reach out to the supervisor. The research students can always make application to us.
That's great. Thank you so much, Sonika. Those were all the questions for you today. I want to thank you for helping us and helping our students understand better about the application process for London South Bank University and why they should consider it, as it's a really great university where they can study in an amazing city in the UK.
Thank you so much, Isabella. It was really nice talking to you, as well as to all the audience who are listening to us. Thank you, everyone who all are listening to
Thank
us.
you.
Thank
Thank you
you.
very much. Have a nice day. Bye.
See you. Bye.